let's get right into it. Today, we're breaking down the ultimate nutritional playbook for football players. Because look, whether you're grinding through preseason or in the middle of a championship run, what you put in your body is just as critical as how you train. So let's open up the playbook.
Let's start with a really simple but really powerful question. You put in all those hours on the field, you're in the weight room, you're watching film, but is your plate, is your nutrition actually fueling that performance? Or could it be holding you back?
And right off the bat, we have to get one thing straight. Expert sports dietitian Jason Michalski hits the nail on the head here. There is no magic formula, no single diet that works for everyone. Your plan has to be built for you, your goals, and your position. So here's our game plan for today. We're gonna kick things off with a no fumble fueling plan. Then we'll talk about your offensive line, that's carbs, and your rebuilding crew, which is protein. We'll cover the special teams of fats and hydration, and then finish strong with snacking for the win.
First up, the no fumble fueling plan. And the single most important rule here, the thing that holds this whole playbook together, is just one word: consistency.
Now, while consistency is the main rule, the actual plays are all about you. Think about it. A 300-pound lineman has totally different energy needs than a 190-pound cornerback, right? Your weight, your height, your body comp, and even the specific demands of your position, they all dictate how your personal nutrition plan gets fine-tuned.
Okay, let's move on to our second topic, carbohydrates. You gotta think of these as your offensive line. Just like your O-line protects the quarterback and opens up those running lanes, carbs are what protect your energy levels and let you make plays. They are your absolute go-to source of fuel. So why? What's the science here? Well, it's all about glycogen. Your body takes the carbs you eat and stores them in your muscles as glycogen. That's like the high-octane fuel in your personal gas tank. Football, with all those intense bursts of energy, just drains those glycogen stores like crazy. And if you don't have enough carbs to refill them, you're gonna hit a wall, fast. But, and this is a big but, not all carbs are created equal. On the left, you've got your starters, things like whole grains, fruits, and veggies. These don't just give you energy, they actually fight inflammation and help you recover faster. And on the right, those are your bench warmers, refined carbs, like candy, soda, and white bread. They're okay once in a while, but they shouldn't be in your starting lineup.
So who are your first-round draft picks when it comes to carbs? We're talking about oatmeal, 100% whole wheat bread, brown rice, fresh fruits like apples and bananas, and a ton of vegetables. Potatoes, corn, spinach, broccoli, you name it. Even beans, lentils, and Greek yogurt are top-tier choices.
All right, we've covered the fuel. Now let's talk about the rebuilding crew, protein. After you've spent a tough practice or a game breaking down your muscles, protein is the nutrient that comes in to repair all that damage and literally build you back stronger. And this leads to that question you always hear in the locker room, right? If protein builds muscle, then just chugging more and more protein powder has got to be the secret to getting bigger and stronger, right?
Well, actually, no. And our expert, Jason, sets the record straight. The research is super clear on this. Once your body has enough protein to do its job, any extra you consume offers no additional muscle-building benefit. The key takeaway here is that for most athletes, you can and probably should get all the protein you need from real food.
And here are your protein all-stars. Lean options like chicken, turkey, and fish are fantastic. Lean red meats, eggs, beans, and dairy like Greek yogurt are also top tier. And hey, see that little note at the bottom? You know those expensive BCAA supplements everyone's always talking about? Turns out, they're naturally packed into foods like dairy and meat. Next up, our special teams, fats and hydration. Now, these two might not get the same spotlight as carbs and protein, but trust me, a failure here can absolutely lose you the game. They are crucial for your performance and your overall health. And just like with carbs, it's all about choosing the right type. You want to focus on those healthy, anti-inflammatory fats that you find in things like olive oil, avocados, nuts, and fatty fish. The ones you want to limit are the saturated and hydrogenated fats that are common in fried foods or fatty cuts of meat. Now let's switch gears to hydration. And I really want this to sink in for a second. Dehydration is not just being thirsty, it's an actual medical condition. And for football players, especially when you're training in the heat under all those pads, you have to take it incredibly seriously. So what's the target? Well, a good rule of thumb is to aim for about 16 to 20 ounces of fluid, that's basically a standard water bottle, for every single hour you're practicing or playing. And if you're one of those people who sweats a ton, you might need to double that, maybe even up to 32 ounces an hour.
So when is plain water not quite enough? You need to start thinking about electrolytes if your workout goes longer than, say, 60 to 75 minutes. Or if you're a salty sweater. You know who you are, you get those white, crusty streaks on your clothes after they dry. A sports drink, some electrolyte powder, or even just a handful of pretzels can get the job done.
And finally, our last section, snacking for the win. Look, this isn't about grabbing a bag of chips. This is about strategically fueling your body between meals to keep those energy levels high all day long. So the key here is to be intentional. You want to actually plan for 2 or 3 smart, nutrient-dense snacks every day. And just remember, when it comes to getting the most bang for your buck, nutritionally speaking, whole foods are going to beat out processed snack bars every single time. And this slide right here gives you a perfect look at what we're talking about. These are snacks that give you that great mix of protein, healthy fats, and good carbs. Things like apple slices with nut butter, Greek yogurt with some fruit, or something savory like turkey and avocado roll-ups. Even a couple of turkey meatballs can be a fantastic, high-protein snack.
As we wrap things up, I want you to let this quote be your guide. Think about it. Every single thing you eat has a job to do. It's either helping you recover, it's giving you energy, or it's building muscle. Your food is functional. It's fuel.
So I'll leave you with this question. The next time you sit down to eat, just take a look at your plate and ask yourself, is this helping me win? Because on the field and off, every choice you make matters. Thanks for tuning in.